Global football fans, Joby Hodling here on KSVPTV.com, and we're out here live at JC Park, home of Monday Night Football in Artesia, New Mexico. The 5th and 6th graders' first games are tonight, and the 6:30 game between the Young Guns and the Trojans has been going. We're in the first half with 4:58 to go in the half, and the Young Guns are down 6-0 to the Trojans. And actually, they're putting time back on the clock over there. So there's 7 minutes to go. And it is Young Guns ball. There's a nice pass. It's caught at the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. And that is number 24 for the Young Guns that just scored. And that should tie things up here. I'm going to make sure I had the score right. But what a nice pass, and unfortunately tonight I don't have any rosters except for one team, and so I'm just going to give numbers. And if you're watching, hopefully you know your young guy's number, and I'll call out those numbers as I can see them. 6-0 was the score, and now, okay, so I had it backwards. The Young Guns now have 12. If I got the teams right. I think I do. So 12-0 in favor of the Young Guns. It looks like they're going to line up and try to kick a PAT. Now, one of the things about that, the PAT, if they're able to knock it through, it counts for 2 points. If they go for what we would normally say is a 2-point go for, if you line up an offense, then it only counts as 1. So the encouragement is, hey, let's try to kick these PATs and they count for an extra point. And so with the score 12-0, nope, it is 6-6. They changed it down there, and that looked like it was good, and it was. So that takes the score to 8-6 in favor of the Young Guns. I thought that the Trojans had scored a while ago, but when I looked down at the scoreboard, they had it the other way. So, and I'm looking at their helmets, and that looks like Trojans to me. It should be, yes, thank you. Just had a fan ask, how can we watch this? And it should be on KSVPTV.com, but I don't know where my producer went. He just left, so should be there. Hopefully you're able to see it, and maybe on Facebook as well. Hold right now. All right, so we will start here from the 20-yard line as the Trojans will take the field offensively, down 8-6 to the Young Guns. And it's been a back-and-forth battle between these two teams here in the first half. If you've forgotten, it's 20-minute halves, running clock, except for on timeouts or change of possession. They'll stop the clock like right now. And so the Young Guns will be playing defense again, and the Trojans will line up on offense here. They just had them on the wrong yard line. So both teams going back to the 20. And they'll line up. Going to be a quarterback. It looks like number 13 is the quarterback. Looked like number 3 beside him, and I'll try to get those numbers for sure. Yeah, 13 is the quarterback for the Trojans as he steps up in the shotgun. Snap back, got trips over to the left side. He's going to roll away from traffic. Now he's going to get across the 20 to the 25, cuts back inside. Now he's going to be taken down by 2 or 3 Young Guns. And as they unpile, I'll try to see numbers, but it's going to be difficult. I'm a little above field level. We have a trailer that we're on, just a flatbed trailer, but I'll get these numbers the best I can. There's a timeout taken. It's 8-6 in favor of the Young Guns over the Trojans. The timeout taken there is, well, I said a timeout taken. I guess that was the first half, as it's showing zeros on the clock over there. So the half is over, and it's a tight match here, tight football game in the first game of the season. Monday Night Football, Artesia style. These are 5th and 6th graders. There are some real differences. I've talked about a couple of them so far. One being that they don't kick off. They start on the 20, or I think they can, but they can also say the receiving team can say we'll just take it on the 20. And then if they kick a PAT, it's worth 2 points after scoring a touchdown. If they try to run the ball or pass the ball in, it's only worth 1 point if they're successful. So, again, trying to teach these young men, get some of them to be kickers and snappers and holders and things like that. Encourages them to go for the PAT. The other differences between this and, say, junior high school ball is they're 20-minute running halves. And so there's a first half and a second half. Of course, we do have referees, officials, and they do call penalties. We saw a couple there in the first half before we got online here. As there was a hold, there was a long touchdown run. Actually, the quarterback, ball snapped over his head for the Young Guns, and he had to go back and get it. He started running to the left, and then he shifted gears, spun around and went around the right side, and he ran for about 80 yards down the right side for a touchdown. But there was a holding, and so it came all the way back. So normal penalties apply. There are cheerleaders, and there's some coming out right now onto the field that will do some halftime cheering. And they're going all the way into the end zone over there. You can see them on the camera that we've got set up. Good crowd out here. In fact, great crowds. A lot of cars. We came out and very little parking. A lot of stuff going on Artesia on any given night for the youth and for the kids. Is the softball park is all lit up. There was a bunch of cars over there, so I know there's some softball going on tonight. On the north end of the J.C. Park football field here is 2 small fields for flag football, and those are 3rd and 4th graders. I think 1st and 2nd and 3rd and 4th, so there's 2 different levels down there. And then, of course, here on the their turf, just like the big field in front of us. And, of course, this modeled after Bulldog Bowl. Got the Bulldog head in the middle of the field. The end zones say Artesia, and you can probably see all that. And then back behind us over to the east, I don't know how many soccer fields there are, but there's a lot of them. And out here on Saturdays, this place is even busier than it is right now. I say that. There's a lot of folks out here tonight. As I look back over my shoulder, the cars have not stopped streaming in, and so there are some soccer practices going on, or were. Looks like there still are back over to the east, even though it's starting to get dark. Now there's some lights on this big field, so there's a big field probably for the upper level soccer that happens out here on Saturdays, and they're lit up. The smaller fields don't have lights on them. They play during the day on Saturday, and those games I think started at 8 a.m. One of my grandkids had a game Saturday at 8, and then it was my granddaughter Ember, and then at 10 o'clock was my grandson Asher. So soccer's big here. Of course, football is king in Artesia. The basketball programs run fantastic during the year. Let's see here, what is Gene telling me? It's live everywhere, so you can watch it on ksvptv.com. If you're there, great. You can see it on Facebook. That's KSVP Radio on Facebook. If you are watching it somewhere else and you'd rather be on Facebook, you can go to that. Or you can search on YouTube, KSVP TV on YouTube. And we're carrying it on all 3 of those locations every Monday night. Normally we will start at 6:30. This evening had some issues, didn't get on air until late, but typically and hopefully moving forward we'll be on and live before the game starts, maybe a couple of minutes, and then we'll have the first game, which will be at 6:30, and then the second game, which will be at 7:30 each Monday night for the next few weeks, as these teams will play each other twice, I believe. There's 4 teams. We have the FBD, we have the Spartans. That's the game that will come up after this game. And right now we have the Young Guns playing the Trojans. And halftime is still going on here at J.C. Park, but the officials had walked back out on the field, so they may be getting ready to call it. And yeah, there's 19 seconds, 18 seconds on the halftime clock, so we're about ready to start the second half here of game number 1 on Monday Night Football here in Artesia, New Mexico. Beautiful evening, slight breeze out of the south and southeast, and it might get cool. I was thinking as I was getting ready to come out here tonight, shorts and a t-shirt, but then I remembered last year we are fixing to be in October, and in the evenings it cools off a little bit, and so not only did I not wear shorts, I brought a jacket. So if it gets cool, I'll have it. It's not right now. It's really nice. It's cool, but it's not cold. It's a beautiful evening. The sun has gone down, and I'm looking on our camera. You can see the skyline over there to the west. Just a beautiful night here in Artesia, New Mexico. There's a bank of clouds that way, and you do see that on the screen. And there's wasn't any clouds around behind us, I don't think, but a pretty good bank of clouds over that direction. And let me look here. It was 92 degrees earlier. Let's see what it is right now. That was at 5:28. Felt like 98, so it was still plenty warm. And right now it's 83, but feels like 88, and that's according to my phone here. 7:05 on Monday Night Football. KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio on Facebook, and KSVP TV on YouTube. Now, as you know, we cover Bulldog sports, and we're going to have a football game. It's going to be Thursday night. So if you're watching this game and you're saying, well, I didn't know, normally it's Friday Night Lights, but this year we had a Saturday game already. We're going to have another Saturday game at the end of the season. Both of those games, the first one was over in Las Cruces, and we played on a Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. And now, coming up this week, we'll play a Thursday night game, and it's going to be at Santa Teresa. And we'll be there live on KSVPTV.com. We'll also have that game on KSVP Radio. It'll be on the FM 93.7 as well as the AM 990. And we'll have it on Facebook, YouTube, and I believe on PVT cable here in Artesia, channel 16. So you got a lot of options wherever you're at on Earth. If you have a screen and a internet connection, and really you don't even have to have a screen because you can listen to it if you have an internet connection with speakers. Bulldog fans live all over the world, and we had a big game this last Friday night. If you missed it, Lovington has moved up back into 5A. They're in our district once again, and they were ranked number 1. They beat Roswell, they beat Hobbs, they beat Carlsbad, they beat everybody that they had faced. They were 5-0, and we traveled over to Lovington. And the Bulldogs came into that game 3-2 and left that game 4-2 and left Lovington 5-1. The Bulldogs are now ranked number 1, and going into that game they were ranked number 3 in the state in 5A. All right, we're back to play here. Number 13 for the Trojans takes the snap. He's going to turn and hand off. Great move. Got around the first tackle. Going to try to get to the outside, and I think that's number 15 coming up and making the tackle on number 3. Good job there on an open field tackle from the safety position. Looks like it was a pickup of about 5, maybe 6. So it'll be for, second down and 5. We'll say 5. From my angle, it's hard to tell, but I can see down there. It looks like it split the chains pretty evenly. So it's second down. I'll call it 5 for the Trojans. If you're just now joining us, the Young Guns lead the Trojans 8-6, and that was in the first half. And the Trojans got their 2-point the Young Guns got their 2-point conversion on kicking the PAT, and they took the lead 8-6 late in the half. All right, trips to the right side, which is the wide side of the field. Number 13 has number 3 to his left in the backfield, and number 19 on the right side as the ball is on the right hash. As they turn and he hands it off, number 3 comes around, he splits 2 tacklers, and then he's going to be drugged down by 2 more, and it looks like he got the first down plus. And on the tackle was number 21, I believe. And also as they turn, they got their numbers on their back of their jerseys. Both of these teams don't have them on the fronts. I don't know that the Spartans do, but the Young Guns, if they do, they're real small. I can't see them. But again, I'll try to call numbers for you so you probably know who you're watching and his number. Next week I'll make sure I have rosters, and that way I can give you names to go along with numbers. All right, 1st and 10 at about the 30, looks like about the 36-yard line for the Trojans. 18-20 and counting here in the second half. The Trojans down 8-2, but they're going to try to drive here. They got trips to the short side of the field. Well, actually, the ball in the middle of the field. Snap is back. Number 13 rolls out. He's going to throw an out route. It's caught by number 15 on the sideline over there, and he's going to push forward before he's finally drugged down. Good gain over there. And I'll try to get that young man that made the tackle, get his number. When he turns, I'm keeping my eye on him. He was one of the ones playing safety, come up and made a good tackle. Had some help. It looks like it's number 9 for the Young Guns. All right, so a pickup of about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Trojans as they break the huddle. Number 13, the quarterback. Number 3 has been in the backfield alongside him, and they've been running trips to the right side every time, and let's see what they do this time. Looks like they're going to have, okay, so maybe that's a tendency. They're going to bring the trips over to the wide side, which is their left, and now moving number 14 back over the other direction, and number 15. So they're going to go trips to the short side. Number 3 to the left and number 13 in the backfield. Number 19 on this side. Snap is back. He's looking to throw. Going to throw it over the middle. That's caught. Great catch there by number 1. He's dragging through tacklers. Finally drugged down at about the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him just outside the 45. Great run there by number 1 as he caught that over the middle. Looked like just kind of a little skinny post, and he made a great play. Hit it, the quarterback, number 13, hit him in stride, and it took about 4 of the Young Guns to bring him down in traffic. All right, so we're going to come trips this way. Number 19, 15, and 14 trips on the left side. Quarterback number 13 with number 3 is running back in the backfield. Number 1 lines up over alone on the other side. They might try to go to him. He's a tall young man. Quarterback drops. He's looking this way. He's going to throw an out route. It's going to be caught. Oh, and then good defense as it was knocked loose by number 12 for the Young Guns. So good job there. Number 14 kind of had to wait on it. It was lofted up in the air. And when it came down, number 12 was closing in, and he got a hand on it, knocked it out of his hand. So good defense there. It'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 46-yard line. Didn't quite make it to the 45 a while ago. They spotted him at the 46. So 2nd down and 10 as they break the huddle. Again, 13 the quarterback. Got 74 on the left tackle. 75 is the right tackle. Let's see, left tackle, right tackle is 75, right guard is 75. Try to get you those other big guys up front's numbers here in just a moment. 13 takes a snap. He's got an A formation, hands it off to number 3, comes around this right side, and coming in there and making a good tackle, good open field tackle on number 3. And let's see who that was. I think he'll turn and let me see his number. Boy, their jerseys kind of roll up. And I can't tell if it's an 81, if it's a 21. Looks like it's number 21 maybe. So only a 1-yard gain. Boy, it looked like number 3 was going to get around that corner, and 21 closed in a hurry. He's playing linebacker. They're running a 4-2 look, 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, 5 secondary, a corner on each side. They got a safety over the top, and so 3 across the top as number 13 is moving his guys around. Number 3 lines up to his left, trips over to the right side, which is the wide side, ball in the near hash. 13 takes a look, he takes a snap, he's going to turn and hand it off. The ball's on the ground. Number 3 will pick it up, and then he's going to be hit. Spins away from traffic, break 1 tackle, and then coming in there and making the tackle. Good open field tackle once again for the Young Guns is number 15 maybe. So one of the safeties, he was the one over the middle, over the top. He comes in on the botched play, so the handoff fell, and then we're going to have, did they call a penalty? Or is he just stepping them off? I watched the referee step 2 steps away. Not sure what he was doing. Boy, I'm getting a lot of buzz in my earphones, Jeffrey. I don't know what to do. All right, so they're huddled up. It's 4th down, and they lost a yard. Actually, they're right back to the line of scrimmage. No? It's hard to tell. I'm looking out on the field, and then I look over to the sideline. The yard marker guy is holding it like they're on the line of scrimmage, but it looks like they're about a yard in front. So 13 with number 3 to his left. He's got an A formation, brings him in motion, and then we're going to have a flag thrown. And I'm thinking it's going to be a false start or an illegal motion. So on number 1, false start. You think it might be the headphone?
That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay. Try this one. So they're going to mark. No, that's worse. They're going to mark off the 5 yards. So it's going to be 4th down and about 14 for the Trojans. And it looks like they're just going to get back on the line of scrimmage and run the same play as number 14 had come in motion. They got an A formation look. That's a slot and a wide out on either side. 13 is going to bring you in motion. That's 14. He goes across in front of the face. Now the snap back. 13's looking down the field. He's going to have to stop and square his body. He does throw it. It's caught. And then run it into traffic and tackled at about the 43-yard line. It's going to be a turnover on downs, as that was number 15 on the reception for the Trojans. But the Young Guns hold, and so they'll come out and play offense. The ball was thrown in, went off one of the players' helmets. And the Trojans will go back out on defense. So this will be the first possession here in the half with 12:16 and counting. First possession for the Young Guns. They lead right now 8-6. So both teams scored a touchdown in the first half. The Young Guns kicked a PAT and it counted as 2. And now a timeout taken on the field by who? I think by the Young Guns. So both teams will talk together around their coaches and talk for a minute. The clock has 12:32 on it, 8-6 in favor of the Young Guns, who are on offense. The Young Guns wearing their black uniforms with orange numbers and lettering. The Trojans wearing a gray uniform, and it kind of looks like orange. It might be, yeah, that's orange, and they got Artesia on their front, but they're the Trojans, so orange stripes and gray unis with white numbers are the Trojans. They got a Trojan on their white helmet. The Young Guns, again, wearing their black unis with orange numbers outlined in white. So now the referee is head ref. The white hat said, "Let's go," blew his whistle. So the Young Guns will break their huddle, as will the Trojans. And we're about ready to go. 12:32 to go in the ball game. And it'll be number 15 at the quarterback position for the Young Guns, as he's taking a look over to number 9 to his left, and they got a big back up in front on that left side, kind of between the tackle and the guard. I can't quite get his number, but I think it might be number 45. Can she zoom in and get a little more, or can you talk to her? All right, so waiting to snap. Snap is back. He's just going to run. It's going to be student body left. He's going to cut inside and then be tackled by number 10. Good job there by number 10 on number 15, the quarterback. Pickup of about 5. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Young Guns. Ball spotted at looks like at about the 48-yard line. So maybe a pickup of 6. So waiting on the play. They now have it. They'll break the huddle. Again, staying in a tight formation are the Young Guns. I'm going to try to get the big number 35 maybe. Number 85. I can't quite tell. He's going to be to the right side with the running back number 9 behind him. They're going to run the student body again, this time to the right. Good block out front. He breaks through number 15, and then he's brought down out there on the corner by number 14 for the Trojans. But it is a first down pickup, and we got a young man on the ground, but he's trying to get up. It's number 72, and he shakes it off and gets up off the ground, so it looks like he is okay. So first down for the Young Guns, as they're now on the 46-yard line of the Trojans. 1st and 10. Oh, they moved their, okay, they're on the 41-yard line of the Trojans. They hadn't moved the change yet, so I was looking at the wrong spot. But they got it moved now. 1st and 10. Young Guns break the huddle. They just go into tight formation, and they've been running to that heavy side. We'll see what the quarterback, number 15, does this time. He's got number 9 in the backfield with him. Also, number 65, I think, is up on the up behind the tackle. Tight splits. He is just going to run that direction again. Runs up into traffic, and he is immediately tackled by number 1 for the Trojans. So maybe got 1 yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Young Guns. 11:04 and counting here in the ball game. 8-6. The Young Guns lead the Trojans. Game number 1, Monday Night Football. Our girls volleyball team traveling this week. They're going to be in Roswell tomorrow night. That should be on ksvptv.com. And then I think I'll have to look back at the schedule, but I know they're traveling somewhere on Thursday night, maybe over to Hobbs. But they're out of town this week. All right, snap is back. They're going to turn, hand it off to number 9 around the right side. Good blocking out there. And then the Young Guns are going to get him and swinging. Well, he's still on his feet, but they blew the whistle. So there was a host over there. The first guy there was number 12 for the Trojans. So it's a pickup of about 6. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Young Guns as they huddle up. And like I said, the Bulldogs play Thursday night in Santa Teresa. We'll be there bringing that game to you. Love to see a big crowd over there. The Bulldog fans, we always travel well. But if you can't make it or if you live somewhere else, then of course you can tune in and watch it. Robbie Blue and I and the crew will be over there. All right, so number 15, the quarterback, has number 9 to his left. They're going to run student body to that side. He gets around the first man, gets around the corner. Good blocking out there. Cuts around. He's on his feet, and then finally, he slips through the tackle. Still on his feet, and he's going to be finally drugged down. He broke about 4 tackles, did number 15. All the way down, and I can't quite tell where he's at. Looks like he's at about the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 as they're now knocking on the door. The Young Guns leading 8-6 here in game number 1 of Monday Night Football in Artesia. Up next, we'll have the FBD and the Spartans. FBD, I believe, stands for Future Bulldogs. Of course, all of these young men are Future Bulldogs. Fantastic to see this many guys out here playing football. And on the end down there, on the north end, you got multiple teams, 1st and 2nd graders and 3rd and 4th graders playing. They're going to hand it off. Number 9 gets around the right side. He's drugged, and his knee does go down. He tried to break the tackle, got away from whoever was coming up on him, but his knee went down. Looks like he might have got back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 with 8:24 and counting here in the ball game. So they're sending out a player with the play, are the Young Guns. In the huddle. This is one thing I think they give a little bit of leniency on is the delay of game calls. I don't remember many being called last year. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get the plays in for these young guys. All right, they're going to line up in that heavy set, although they got a wide receiver way over to the left. They got a heavy set right. Number 15 takes a snap. It's low, bounces. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to be tackled from behind. And that's number 10 coming off that left side defensive line. He was playing end over there, the 7 technique. He comes crashing inside, and then the ball falling. Number 15 picked it up quickly, but he was tackled almost immediately, so a loss on the play. Back to about the, well, let's see where the line judge is on the far side. Maybe just a 1-yard loss, not quite as much as I thought. So it'll be 3rd down and 12 as the Young Guns get ready to break the huddle, and they do. One of the things out here is that sometimes makes it difficult. People standing in front of me. I got a couple of guys standing right in front of me, and I can't see through them. All right, snap is back. Going to throw a little swing pass out. Oh, and it's dropped, so it'll be Incomplete. Did they call that a backward pass? Slow call coming from the line judge over there. And let's see what the call is. The coach is over there for the Young Guns saying incomplete. The Trojans picked it up and started moving forward with it. Now they're going to say it was a forward pass, so incomplete. Move it back up to about the 12-yard line. So it'll be 4th down, I believe. 6:13 and counting. And looks like the Young Guns are going to send in quite a few new players. Maybe they're going to go for a field goal. We'll see. So they're in the huddle, but quarterback coming into the huddle with them. Give the play. Oh, they're missing a player, so here comes another young man. And they're going to line up with a spread out. They're going to be empty backfield. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Quarterback's just going to keep it up the middle. He's got some room. He makes 2 guys miss, and he is going to be tackled. Was it enough for a first down? And believe it was. It's going to be 1st and goal right down on the goal line. 1st down. And we got, well, I can't see how much time we got left on the clock, but we're probably under 5 minutes. And the Young Guns with an 8-6 lead are knocking on the door of the 1st and goal down inside the 5-yard line, maybe inside the 1. It's close. So they'll break the huddle, come out. They're going to go spread again. They're going to have a slot and a wide out to the right side, just a wide out to the left side. Running back in the backfield is going to be the quarterback. He's going to change gears, go the other direction, and he is in for the touchdown. I don't think that was a counter on purpose, but the quarterback saw nothing to his right. He cut back, went to the left like a counter, and was able. He was tackled, but he was already going into the end zone when he was tackled. So the Young Guns extend their lead, now leading 14-6. And let's see if they line up and kick it, or if they line up and go for it and try to get 1. And I'm looking to see they're going to kick it, and I'm trying to get that kicker's number. It's just hard to see. Can we see it on the? No. She can't zoom in much more than that. I don't know. It may be hard for her to travel. Kick is up. And boy, what a great kick. That was a beautiful kick. It counts for 2. So the Young Guns go up 16-6 here with 4:43 to go in the ball game here in game number 1. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, tight. So I got Jeffrey here producing, and I'm looking. He's got his screen here beside me on our trailer we're sitting on. And I was just asking him if maybe Jackie is our camera person. She's up on a lift, not as high as we've been going up, but she's up, so she doesn't have much traffic in her way.
She'll start wide
and then zoom in. So I haven't been looking. So Jeffrey said she starts wide and then kind of zooms in. I just haven't been watching that, of course, watching the game live. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Trojans on the 20-yard line as the ball came in. 4:43 to go in the ball game. As they break the huddle from the sideline and come out onto the field. And they're going to send trips to the right side, ball in the middle of the field. They're missing a tackle. So they're trying to find one over here on the sideline, and number 75 will make his way onto the field and line up. The left tackle was missing. So they tell him to play. So they roll the clock, and number 13, the quarterback, looking for the ball. He does get it, turns, hands it off, coming around the right side with some running room, and he makes a man miss. It's a race down the sideline. Giving good angle chase is one of the Young Guns, but he is not going to catch him, and number 3 will score on an 80-yard run around the right side. Great blocking over there by the Trojans. I do not see a penalty flag on the field, so touchdown for the Trojans. It is now 16-12. They kick it. They'll be within 2, and I see the coach saying, let's kick it. He's calling in a play. And actually, they're not going to kick it. He was saying 2-2-2, but it's only worth 1 if they go for it on a run or a pass. So the clock stopped. I don't know if it ever started. I thought there was 4:43 to go a while ago. I don't think he started the clock. So they'll line up here and go for 1 on the running play. And number 13 will roll out. He's going to throw it, and just a little bit short, so incomplete. And so that will end the drive. It is 16-12 with 4:25 and counting to go in the ball game. The Young Guns leading the Trojans by 4, and they get the ball back on their own 20-yard line. And the referee is saying stop the clock, which he's not doing. But he didn't start it while ago, so it's making up for it. All right, so the Young Guns break their huddle. And I think I'll just stand because I can see better. A lot of people standing right in front of me. And even though I'm lifted up on the trailer, still can't see over them. And there's a stoppage for some reason. We're down to 3:23 and counting. The white hat wasn't letting them snap it. All right, so here we go. Slot and a wide out on either side. Running back to the left of the quarterback. Snap is back. Going to turn, hand it off. Running back comes through the middle, and he's going to be tackled. Number 1 on the tackle, number 9 on the run. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was all. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Young Guns. Leading 16-12. I don't know why he put a 14 up there. Should be 16-12. So the quarterback goes over to the coach, gets his play, jogging back into the huddle. And we'll give it to his teammates. Number 15, the quarterback. They break the huddle, line up. They're going to have a slot and a wide out on either side. Running back this time to the right of the quarterback, number 15. It's number 9 is the quarterback, or the running back. Number 15 is the quarterback. Snap is back. Going to turn, throw it out route, short out route over there. It's caught. He breaks. Nope, he was unable to shake free. Number 3 coming up and making the tackle, and now a timeout taken. And I don't know. I can't see the clock. So timeout taken. I'm thinking maybe they stopped it, but there's a lot of people in front of it. So I'm not sure how much time left on the clock. 2:07, my producer said. He jumped off the trailer and got where he could see it. And it should be 16-12, and the Young Guns have the ball. 3rd down and a short 6 for the Young Guns here on the timeout. Coming up next, it'll be FBD taking on the Spartans. Game number 2 on the first night of Monday Night Football. White hat blew his whistle, but there they come. He had to blow it several times to get them back on the field. So the Spartans looking to get a strip or something along those lines. Interception or strip, or make them or hold here. We got trips to the wide side, which is near us. It's on the right side of the field. 1 receiver to the far side. Number 9, the running back, next to number 15, the quarterback in the backfield. He's to his right. Snap is back. He's going to throw a quick one over there to the left side to the lone receiver. He breaks down the sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Boy, a tackle, a touchdown-saving play over there by number 3 as he got him, shoved him out of bounds. So we saw number 3 score on an 80-yard touchdown run, and now playing out there on defense. And that stopped the clock. which I think under 2 minutes they do stop it on out of bounds and things. I'll have to confirm that, but I believe that's the case. So they definitely stopped it. So 1:49 to go here in the ball game, and the Young Guns have the 4-point lead. The Trojans trying to get a turnover right here. Number 15 will back up a little bit on the snap. Now number 9 goes in motion, so you're going to have trips to the right side. Snap is back, but boy, they moved too soon. And so we're going to have a false start on the Young Guns after getting that first down. So it'll be 1st and 15 as they'll move the ball back 5, back to the 29-yard line. 1:49 to go. Quarterback number 15 goes and gets his plays coming onto the field. With his huddle break, and he's going to go empty backfield, trips to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. Twins to the far side. Number 15 looks over the defense. Man coverage over here. Snap is back. He's just going to run with it, trying to get outside. Number 13 comes up, tries to trip him up, unable to, and the number 15 will take him down. Help from number 2. So it'll be a pickup, get that 5 yards back, a little more, out to the 37-yard line. So a pickup of about 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down and 9. Great crowd out here on a Monday night. Lights on all around us. Down at the baseball fields, lights are on, so there's guys down there practicing baseball. The girls softball complex has lights on. The soccer field behind us here, the big soccer field, has lights on. The pickleball courts have lights on, so there's a lot of stuff to do out here at J.C. Park. All right, a slot and a wide out to either side. A formation look, number 9 to the right, and they're going to get them off sides. Good draw off sides. The Young Gun stayed still. He slapped his hands, and they did not snap it, and all 4 down linemen came across, so good job there by the Young Gun quarterback as he drew him offside, and his whole team who sat still, and they got the 5-yard pickup. So it'll bring up 2nd down and about 4 for the Young Guns. There is 55 seconds to go here in the ball game as the Young Guns break the huddle with the lead 16-12, and now they've started the clock. We're going to be under 45 seconds before they take the snap. Got number 12 to the left, number 9 to the right. Slot and a wide out to the right side, which is a short side. 1 receiver to the wide side. Snap is back. Quarterback's going to keep it. Gets around the corner to the 45 to the 50. Still on his feet, and then finally tackled over there. A pickup of about 7 or 8. And it'll be 1st and 10. Coming off the bottom of that pile is number 33, and a timeout taken by the Trojans. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Young Guns. And they'll spot that ball down at the 47-yard line on the Trojan side of the 50. Our fearless leader, Gene Dow, is at the Eastern New Mexico State Fair all week. He's doing the morning show, but he's doing it from the fairgrounds. And he's, if you didn't know, he's a train guy, and he has been working hard with the club there in Roswell on all that miniature train stuff. And I remember growing up, when we'd go to the Eastern New Mexico State Fair, I would see all those, and it was pretty cool. Well, they've made it really cool now. They've got all kinds of stuff happening on that train tracks. There's multiple train tracks, multiple levels. It's really cool. He's shown me a lot of pictures and told me about a lot of the work that they're doing there at the Eastern New Mexico State Fairgrounds. And so he's there all week running that. I've got Jeffrey here with me. He's our producer tonight. All right, looks like they're lining up in a victory formation. A couple of backs way back, number 12 and 9, back behind number 15, the quarterback. He'll take the snap, take a knee, and that's going to end the ball game as there is no more timeouts for the Trojans. The final score is 16-12. The Young Guns will get the victory over the Trojans, so they'll go 1-0 on the season. The Trojans will fall to 0-1, and then they'll play next week. And I don't have a schedule with me, but I'll get that. I know that our next game is going to be FBD against the Spartans, so as soon as these guys shake hands and clear the field. There'll be a little bit of time here, but we'll get started as soon as they do. It's 7:39, so they got a little bit late of a start, and there was some timeouts. These games are 2 20-minute halves, so you would, and then they got I think it's a 10-minute halftime. So normally it'd be 50 minutes, but you got timeouts, you've got change of possessions and whatnot. So this game went a little bit over an hour. It's 7:39 now, so it went about an hour and 9 minutes. So the next game, I see FBD over to my right. They're going to be on this side, our sideline that I'm on. And across the way, over in the end zone, are the Spartans. So they'll be coming onto the field here in just a minute. But these two teams are exiting the field. And we'll have the next game coming up here in just a few minutes. Of course, part of the crowd now leaving, but that's allowing the next two teams' folks to kind of move up and get closer to the action. There are some small bleachers down each side here. Looks like 1, 2, 3 high and probably 8 foot long. And then a lot of folks, of course, bring their lawn chairs and their folding chairs and whatnot. But a big crowd out here. And who would have thunk it? Football. People like football in Artesia. They do, and I do. And it's a lot of fun. All right, so I guess we will stay right here until this next game gets underway. You can see that, well, she's coming down, so I'm not sure what's going on. But our camera person, Jackie, is coming down. Maybe she needs to come and get something from the trailer. All right, the Spartans just took the field across the way over there, run down from the end zone to the 50-yard line, and the captains for FBD out on the field looks like number 44, number 8, and number 3, I think. And so we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have the second game of the night right here, KSVPTV.com. We're on Facebook, KSVP Radio on Facebook, and KSVP TV on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Joby Hodling here. We'll be back in just a few minutes for the second game, FBD taking on the Spartans. All right, welcome back here to KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio on Facebook, and KSVP TV on YouTube. Joby Hodling here with our second Monday night football game of the evening. And FBD will start off with the ball. And I actually have a roster for FBD. I'll just have to call out numbers for the Spartans. But our camera person, I think, is going to go up. Looks like she's taking it up now, so we're ready to go. Second game of the night is about to be underway as the quarterback is Chance Hawker, number 7. He's got a A formation look for FBD as there's a slot on either side right up next to the tackles, and then the wide receivers are spread out. Ball in the middle of the field on the 20-yard line as Hawker, number 7, goes under center. Didn't get his tailback's number yet, but I will get that. Snap is back. He's going to turn, hand it off. It's number 24, and he's going to be hit by number 36 and number 8. And after a pickup of about 3 yards, So number 24 is Kobe Kelly running that ball that time. Good surge forward, a good tackle on the other side after pick up a 3. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 for FBD. And they break the huddle. She's not. And we're going to have a penalty flag. I was looking at our screen and we weren't on the picture, so I was trying to get her attention. So the penalty flag is a what? False start. That'll back them up 5. So it'll be 2nd down and 12 now, back at the 18-yard line. So Hawker gets his play from the coach on the sideline. He'll hustle out to the huddle. And clock is running. Getting close to 18 minutes. A little over, almost 2 minutes have been played so far as they break the huddle. Again, tight slots, and now the wide receiver's got to get up on the ball, which he didn't quite, but they're not going to call it. Going to hand it off, come around the right side, and getting to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 50. Going down the sideline is number 24, Kobe Kelly. Nobody is going to catch him. He's going to go down the sideline and score a touchdown for FBD. Good blocking. He makes one man miss as he got around the corner and sprints down the sideline. Great speed there for Kelly. And that is a touchdown for FBD. Let's see if they line up and kick it, go for 2, or if they line up and run a play and go for the 1-point conversion. I'm waiting to see. I didn't see anybody with a T yet, but it doesn't mean they won't have one. It looks like Hawker's coming in from the sideline, so he may go into the huddle and call a play, and that's what he's doing. So it looks like we're going to go for 1. All right, so we're going to have a wide out and a slot on either side. Running back, well, I don't see him. Maybe the white hat's in my way. As Hawker's in the shotgun. Snap is back. Drops to throw. Going to sprint away from traffic. He's got a man, but he's going to be tackled from behind. And there's a penalty flag, and I think, well, where it came in, I thought it was going to be a face mask, but we'll see what it was. So they'll get the line up and go for it again. As Hawker got face masked over there trying to get around that corner. So we're going to get to see the 1-point conversion once again as they'll move it about halfway up. 1.5 yards. As White Hat looking for a football. Now he has it. Gets it back out there to the other referee who puts it down. So they'll line up and run a play again. Will FBD leading here 6-0, but going for 2. As Hawker in the huddle giving his team the play. And he breaks the huddle. All right, so he's going to go up under center. Kelly, number 24, is in the backfield in the 3-back position. Slotting a wide out on either side. Snap back. He's going to drop, turn to his right. A man right there on him. He stays on his feet, and he throws it in the end zone. It will fall incomplete. So with, I think, 10:26 to go in the half, it is 6-0 FBD over the Spartans. So their first drive is successful. They're able to go down the field and score, but then the 2-point or the 1-point conversion doesn't go. Oh, look at the lights! They got the same flashing lights we got at the bowl. That's cool. They didn't do that in the first half, but in the first game, but they're doing it now. So the LEDs out here, and they can flash. All right, so the defense will come on for FBD. On the offense for the Spartans will come to the field, and I'll try to see down there who's coming out, and the lights are still a-flashing, so they need to turn those just on regular here before they can start playing, I would think. There they go. Back on regular. So I'm going to see if I can see the Numbers, not really. All right, so it's going to be number 17, the quarterback for the Spartans. As I saw his back. He's giving the play into his offense as the defense ready on the other side for FBD, leading 6-0. All right, so number 17 is in the shotgun. He's got a slot and a wide out, and now something's going on here, as one of the coaches is coming all the way onto the field. I'm not sure what's happening, so it looks like maybe they're missing a player, FBD. Okay, so we're ready to go. As the quarterback goes up under center, he's got a tailback behind him. And then we're going to have what? The referee is blowing his whistle, the white hat. He's realigning the defensive front. I guess they got to be in a certain spot down there, the defensive line. All right, snap is back, turn, handed off up the middle, and immediately hit and tackled by number 63. Was in the bottom of that pile. That's Brock Beverly. So a gain of none. Looks like he just got back to the line of scrimmage. So the Spartans will huddle up. Kind of had that clock kind of where I could see it earlier, but now they've squared it up, so I can't see how much time is on there. But I do know the score is 6-0 in favor of FBD, as they took the play down the field and scored on their first series. As number 17 sends his center out. Now the rest of the huddle will break. And it looks like maybe number 5 in the backfield in the 3-back position. Man goes into motion, snap is back, turn, and ball is on the ground. Picking it up are the FBD, and they are in for the touchdown. And I'll try to see what number that young man is wearing. Got a black helmet on. I think it's number 8. That would be Kaysen Hamilton. That's who that is. And I couldn't tell if the ball was just fumbled. It was a lot of bodies. I couldn't tell if it got stripped, but Kaysen got it up on the bounce. He goes in for the touchdown. And so the score now 12-0 in favor of FBD. Now let's see if they kick it or if they're going to go for one. Looks like they're going for one as the quarterback, Hawker, gets his instructions on the sideline. He'll hustle out. So they'll go for one, leading 12-0 here in the first half action of game number 2 on KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio on Facebook, KSVP TV on YouTube. All right, so he's got number 24 to his right, does Hawker in the shotgun. Now 24 moves up on the line of scrimmage. Now he goes into motion to the right side. Snap is back, hits the ground. Hawker hands it off, and Hamilton goes in easily and scores. So that's a 1-point conversion. And FBD now leads 13-0 over the Spartans. And I'm going to try to see the time here. Can't quite see it. Darn it. I think it says 8:26, but I just can't quite see it. I'm going to, at the half here, I'll ask him if he can adjust it just a little bit, angle it towards me just a smidge, so I can give you all everybody watching here how much time is left in each series. All right, so the Spartans break the huddle, and will they go under center again? That doesn't look like they will, and we got a new quarterback in there, as it looks like it's number 3. He takes a snap on the shotgun. He's going to go to his right and throw the ball, and that's going to be overthrown. The intended receiver, I think, was can't tell from this distance, but it was just overthrown. 31 was the intended receiver. Sails high and over into the crowd over there, so incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Spartans. And it's going to be number 2 at quarterback, it appears. As he's giving the offense the play. Oh, we got a lot of time left. 14:50. I couldn't see it, but he kind of turned it toward me a little bit. So 14:50 on the clock and counting as number 2. The quarterback takes a snap. He looks over to his right. He's going to throw that little wing pass out there, and it's dropped. He's immediately hit. I thought it was dropped. I guess they said they got it off of the ground. And it looked like number 7, that would be Hawker, in on the tackle. So it was a completion. Let's see how far they move it forward here. Out to about the 24-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Spartans with 14 minutes and counting to go here in the first half. 12-0 is the score in favor of the FBD. All right, a slot and a wide out on either side, running back in the backfield to the left of the quarterback. Snap is back. Quarterback's just going to keep it, run to the right side, looking to get around that corner. And that's number 2. He does get around the corner, finally shoved out of bounds over there after a pretty good pickup, it looked like. And coming in on that tackle was Kelly. But it is a first down. I don't see any flags down. So 1st and 10 on a pickup of about 7, maybe 8. Good run there by the running back. It is number 2 at the quarterback. When he turns around, it makes me think he's wearing number 3, but I can see his number from the back really well. And in the backfield with him is maybe number 3. And now we're going to have a timeout taken by FBD. So timeout on the field. 12-0. FBD leading here in the first half with 13:04 to go in the said half. I talked about it earlier, but this week the Artesia volleyball team is playing out of town Tuesday night and Thursday night. But we will have it on KSVPTV.com on Tuesday as they're playing the Roswell Coyotes. And then Thursday night, and I was going to look earlier and I forgot to, but I can look right now while we got a timeout maybe. They're playing out of town again, are the Lady Bulldogs. Having a great season so far, and I'm sure we'll continue having a great season. All right, so I'm pulling it up here while we got a timeout. As the girls are playing in Roswell tomorrow, 6:30 varsity, 5:30 JV, and then on Thursday night, Clovis, that's where they were traveling to. So Clovis, I'm not sure if we'll have that on the radio or not. I know that it's possible we might use Clovis's broadcast. We're not going to be able to send a crew up there, but the girls will be in Clovis Thursday night. The Artesia Bulldog boys football team, of course, will be in Santa Teresa Thursday night, and I'll talk about that a little more in a minute. Under center is number 2. He's going to turn, and he hands it off and trying to break up the middle was number 33, but he is tackled almost immediately. Hamilton in on that tackle as well as number 10, which is Aiden Perales in on the tackle. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Actually, maybe 11, as it looks like he lost a yard. So number 2 breaks the center. Now the huddle breaks. And this time he's going to stay in the shotgun. No, he goes under center. You got to run him back behind him. Number 8 goes into motion. Going to turn, hand it off. And number 33 initially breaks the first tackle, but then he is gang tackled. And they're going to spot it at about the 29, just outside the 30, and that was Hawker and Hamilton in on the tackle. So that'll bring up a third down, which they haven't changed the deal over there, but I believe it's 3rd down. Number 2 went over to the sideline, got his play, got his marching orders from the coach. Going to have a slot and a wide out on either side. A formation look like the Bulldogs. Number 2 with, I think, number 33 to his left. Takes a snap. He's going to throw it. It's going to be caught and immediately hit and tackled. And let's see who was the first man there as Hamilton comes in hard. But let's see. I think it was number Is there a 47? There's no, there's not.
The Spartans.
Oh, so we do have a Spartans. Okay.
The girl just brought it to us.
Okay. So number 2's been their quarterback. That's Roman DeHoyas, a 6th grader. All right, they break the huddle, and snap is back. It looks like he's going to run it all the way, getting around the corner, and he's going to be tripped up, but a good gain all the way out for a first down to about the 47-yard line was Roman DeHoyas. He was tackled there by Hawker and by number 5. That is Jeremiah Duarte. And it looked like, I was trying to get another number there for the FBD. And actually he's going to make it to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
So DeHoyas gets his play from his coach over on the sideline. He'll hustle in. And they'll break the huddle. It's 12-0 FBD. We're in the first half. I'll give you the time when I can see it. They're going to go trips to the short side of the field. One receiver to the far side. In the backfield to the left is a running back. He's going to take the snap, does DeHoyas. He's looking down the field, bearing down on him. Oh, and he is tackled, but boy, that's a horse collar. And the flag comes in. And he didn't mean to grab him there, but he did. And it's number either 63 or 53. Let me see him when he turns. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty. And it was Brock Beverly that made the tackle, but his hand got up in there on the horse collar spot of the running back, the quarterback DeHoyas. So that's a I thought they called it. They didn't mark it off 15 yards, so I didn't see what the white hat said. So they mark it off. It's going to be first down and about 1.5 after the penalty. All right, the quarterback will go under center. His running back in the I formation behind him. Going in motion is number 8. Going to turn and hand it off to he goes around the side and he makes one man miss, and then he's tackled. And so that was number 8, Timothy Standard. He gets the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans as they continue to try to drive down the field here. Well, I'm confused. I thought he got the first down, but it's 2nd down and 1, so he just got back to the line of scrimmage. It looked like he had more than that, but he did not, according to the officials. So 2nd down and 1 as they break the huddle. All right, so man in motion is number 8. Going to turn. The quarterback's going to keep it around the right side. He's got number 8 out in front of him blocking, and he will get the first down. He breaks through the middle or through the side and gets all the way down to about the 38-yard line. So good pickup, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans. So DeHoyas around that right side is able to pick up the 1 plus, and now the ball spotted at the FBD 38-yard line. 1st and 10. With 7:16 and counting to go here in the first half. 13-0. I thought it was 12-0, but they do show. Oh yeah, he got in a while ago. So 13-0 in favor of FBD. All right, number 2 this time in the shotgun. He's got a slot and a wide out on either side. And DeHoyas, and then there's a whistle blown. I don't know who was blowing it. I couldn't tell. All right, now they're ready to go. So the slot and wide on either side. Number 2 takes the snap. He's going to throw it. Throws the out route. Number 31 is driven out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So number 31 is Brian Orkees. And boy, I tell you what, I'm sorry. I thought they got numbers written over on the left side real light in pencil. I was handed this roster late. So the quarterback is actually Peyton Fuentes. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 right down the line, but then on the left side in real light pencil. So Peyton Fuentes is the quarterback. And number 33 just caught that ball. I thought it was 33. Maybe it was 31. In any case, we'll get these kinks worked out next. Oh, and the snap was almost over his head. Fuentes dives on it, so he's down back at the 39-yard line. That was a pickup of 6, and then on that previous play, and now they'll move it back on the drop or the snap that went over his head. And it was number 33 that caught that ball a while ago, and that's Roman De Hoyos, number 33. So I apologize. Quarterback number 2 is Peyton Fuentes. He is a 6th grader. All right, so FBD hustling a man off. Snap is back. Fuentes rolls to his left. We're going to holding in the backfield. He gets around the first guy. He's going to turn and throw it, and it's going to be caught by number 8. He goes down the sideline and tackled out of bounds by number 81. So number 8 is Thane Bowen, but there is a penalty flag back there, and I'm afraid it's going to be coming back. And now our clock is completely gone over there, so I don't know how much time is left. I don't know if it got unplugged or what happened, but he just got nothing on it now on the clock or the scoreboard. So it was a hold on 1st and 10. That'll back him up. So Thane Bowen with a nice catch, and he goes down the sideline, finally tackled, but the hold brings him back. And the chain gang not moving. So he has 3rd down. I thought it was 1st and 10, but he's got a 3rd down. So it is 3rd down. 3rd and 20. Back at the 49-yard line for the Spartans. So the quarterback, Peyton Fuentes, has a running back to his right. The ball snapped over his head again. He bounces up to him. He's going to change gears, go to the right side. He's got some room over there if he can get around the corner. He looks to throw it. Now he's going to take off and go down the sideline before he's finally shoved out of bounds. Got about to the 47-yard line. So he picked up about 7 yards. And it will be 4th down for the Spartans. So I'm sure they'll be going for it here. 4th down. Boy, this is difficult for me to tell. I thought he got more yards than that, but he only got a couple. That'll be 4th down and long for the Spartans as they huddle up. Flag down. Quarterback rolls away from pressure. He's going to break outside. He's going to get to the 40. Now he's going to be drugged down by Hawker and help. So Hawker comes up and gets him around the waist, and number 44 comes up. That's Emma Vandiver. So I'm thinking Van de Vinder is actually how you say her name. So that's going to be a turnover on downs, although there was a flag down. Let's see what the white hat says. He's looking around. It's going to be offsides, so that's going to give them another 4th down effort. They'll move the ball up 5 yards. So the Spartans will have another shot at getting that 1st down. As the referees talk about it, the clock is, the timers, everything is off over there. He's trying to get it back on. Looks like he now has it turned back on, but just zeros across the way. And I think he just said, I'm not sure if it's a timeout or if it's halftime. So a timeout looks like on the field as the scoreboard is being worked on over to my right. Don't know how much time is left right now at this moment. But the referees on the field, I believe, have a clock on as well. So it looked like he was saying there was 4 minutes left, but not sure. Or maybe he was saying it was 4th down. So it's 4th down and 12 after the 5 yards on the offsides penalty on the defense. 4th and 12. And right now, showing 2 minutes on the clock, but it still looks like he's messing with it over there. All right, so in the backfield, in the shotgun, number 2. Oh, and they drew him off sides. That's another 5 yards. So I get to march forward another 5 yards. It'll be 4th down and 7 now for the Spartans. And the guys doing the chain gang, they're not watching anything. Now he's moving forward. They're just standing over there talking. So he needs to move forward, which maybe he will, maybe he won't. There he goes. Young man holding the down marker. 1:30 is where we're set, left here in the first half. 13-0 is our score. Snap is back. It was high, but he was able to go get it. Looking down the field. Ooh, he had a man deep, and you didn't see him. Now he's got a man over the top. It's going to be caught. Nice first down pickup. Oh, it said it skipped to him. They're waving it dead. So an incompletion will turn it over on downs, and that was number 31, who I thought made a great play. That was Brayson Ortiz, but said he trapped it. So that'll be 4th down, turnover on downs, and coming out is FBD's offense with, well, the clock has gone off again, so I don't know how much time. Under 2 minutes for sure. And they lead 13-0 here in the first half. So just first game of the year stuff going on here is the, and they're saying 2 minutes. So he can't get his scoreboard to work. I saw him kind of looking at the officials. So they're going to have to keep it on the field. So I won't be able to tell you how much time is left. But he was waving a 2 over to the sideline, saying that was how much time, I think, was left in the first half. 12-0 is our score here at the J.C. Park Monday Night Football facility. If you haven't been out here, you need to come out and look at the facilities out here at J.C. Park. Just beautiful. The softball fields look great. Soccer fields are fantastic. The football field is tremendous. The flag football fields down to the right, to my right, which is the north end of the football field, look fantastic. Soccer fields behind me are really good. The dog park, the pickleball, I think there's 2 dog parks over there. And then, of course, the baseball fields for the Little League. Everything out here is really good. If you haven't been out in a while, you got to come out and see the facilities as they've been continuing to add. Last year we didn't have the lights. Now we have lights here at the football field. They were using the portable lighting. Now have regular lights. And actually, they do what the Bulldog Bowl lights do. The ball is dribbled back there on the snap. Long throw down the field is going to be caught. Oh, he dropped it. It came out of his hands. So on the other end was Cason Hamilton, unable to reel that in from Hawker. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 on the incompletion. Just a beautiful night out here at the ball field. A little bit of a breeze out of the south and southeast. Nice and cool evening here on the last day of September here in 2024. My wife and I were talking today. It got hot today. It was like 98, I think. But this morning it was cool. And we were talking about the fact that it's cooling down. And I said, well, it is October 1st tomorrow. All right, we're back ready to go. Kelly goes into motion, goes up front. Now he's going to come to the right side. So empty backfield. Snap is back. Hawker's going to shuttle pass it. That's going to be Hamilton. He's going to be hit. He bounces off one tackle. Still on his feet, and then finally going to be drugged down on a good open field tackle there by number 2 for the Spartans. And again, that's Peyton Fuentes playing back there in the safety position. And halftime. All right, so it's halftime here. It's 13-0 in favor of FBD. They'll take a halftime break, and we will be back with more action right here on KSVP KSVPTV.com. We're on Facebook and YouTube. KSVP Radio on Facebook and KSVP TV on YouTube. Live at JC Park. Monday Night Football, Artesia style. This is the 5th and 6th graders. There's 4 teams in this league, and right now the second game of the night, FBD leading the Spartans by a score of 13-0. All right, we're going to take a break. I think we'll keep the, you'll see the screen, but I'm going to take a break, and you'll just have a few minutes here on halftime, and I'll come back on. We'll talk about the Bulldogs as they're playing Thursday night, but we'll take a break and be right back. All right, welcome back out here to JC Park. The second game of our doubleheader is about to start the second half. They're trying to work on the scoreboard and clock, but right now having no luck with it. So I talked about the fact that we're going to be having a Bulldog football game this week, and I was going to talk a little more about that. It's Thursday night at 7 o'clock. It's going to be in Santa Teresa, and so it's a little different for the Bulldogs. I don't remember the last time we played a Thursday night game. We had a Saturday game earlier this year over in Las Cruces at the Field of Dreams, and our last game of the season will be against Mayfield, the regular season. That'll be at the Field of Dreams on a Saturday as well, but this Thursday, the game was scheduled for Friday and got moved to Thursday, and I think probably because of shortage of officials over there, or really pretty much everywhere, but I think that will be the case. And so we'll be playing Thursday night at 7 o'clock. If you can't make the trip over to Santa T, we'll be right here. KSVPTV.com. We'll be on KSVP Radio on Facebook, KSVP TV on YouTube, Channel 16 on PVT cable here in Artesia, and of course we'll be on the radio, AM 990 and FM 93.7. Robbie Blue and myself will be over there along with crew to bring that game to you. Bulldogs get a big win last week. They were ranked third in the state coming into the game against the 5-0 Lovington Wildcats. It was Lovington was ranked number 1. They had moved up to back into Class 5A with us, and of course this year also the big super district, so there's 8 teams in District 2 and 8 teams up north in District 1 and 5A, and so we started district a lot earlier this year. We are now, I was trying to think, we've beaten Deming, Gadsden, and Lovington, so we're 3-0. And Lovington falls to 2-1. They had beaten Roswell and maybe Goddard. I was trying to remember who they had played. All right, so we're back to live action here at the football field out at JC Park, and it is, ball is handed off, but boy, met right in the hole. Number 33 was running that, and he's met right in the hole by number 63 of FBD. I think it was 33 running the ball. Actually, it was might have been number 17 for the Spartans. Number 2 is remaining at quarterback. That's Peyton Fuentes. As they break the huddle, he's going to go under center. He's got a running back in the 3-back position, a slot and a wide out. Slot goes into motion. Is number 31 going to turn and is going to run to the left side looking for a place to go, and he is going to be swarmed under, but he breaks free, switches gears, comes the other direction. He's down to the, there comes the penalty flag again. He's to the 40, and he's going to be drug out of bounds by, look like Kelly taking him down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. So the quarterback, Peyton Fuentes, tried to go around the left side but couldn't get there as FBD had kind of clogged it up over there, and he spun, come back to the right. But the penalty flag, actually 2 flags lying on the ground, and I don't know if they called a hold or an illegal block, but in either case, it will be a replay of first down, less yardage. So they'll mark it off here. As both the officials pick up their yellow flags. So it'll be first and, they put it back on the 12. They got to get to the 30. So it'll be first and 18 on the illegal block. And it's second down, I'm sorry. Second down and 18 from the, I thought they put it on the 12, but where the kid is lined up is on the 11. Okay, so they break the huddle. As Fuentes talks to one of his receivers, he's got the running back in the backfield behind him. And goes under center, slot and a wide on either side, brings a man in motion. Snap is back, and we got a penalty flag, false start. That's going to be another 5 backing them up. So they'll mark them off. And he will spot the ball at the 7-yard line. So once again, they break the huddle. Running back in the backfield, slotting a wide out on either side. Quarterback brings a man in motion. And we're going to have a offside, so they'll move the ball back up 5 yards. So they swap 5-yard penalties. So FBD was offsides that time, so they'll come marching it back 5 yards. All right, so they kick it back out to the 18-yard line. They don't huddle up this time, just come back with the play they were going to run. Man in motion once again from the left side. Snap is back, going to turn. Turns around and runs that way, but he is hit and tackled. Is Fuentes. And looks like he lost a yard. So it's going to be 3rd down and a bunch here. They got to get to the 30. And it looks like they're on the 11. 3rd down and 19 for the Spartans as they huddle up. They sent a man in, another man left the field. So number 11, he'll go out. That's Brantley Vega, and I didn't see who came in for him as the Spartans break the huddle. They're going to go in the shotgun. Fuentes in the backfield, takes a snap, looking to throw the ball. He's going to throw an out route. It's going to be caught. And trying to break the tackle was number 31. Good tackle coming up and making the play, number 17. So number 31 on the reception. And looking down the lineup here, and I don't see him. 31. There he is, Brazen Ortiz. And number 17 made the tackle for FBD. And that is Chase Palmer. And now there was another penalty, I guess. No, actually, that's where he caught it. And well, they're punting. That's what they're doing. So they're punting the ball. I was looking down at my rosters. They punt it, and there is no punt, but they mark the ball back a certain number of yards, I guess. It'll be 1st and 10 for FBD, leading 13-0 here in the second half. And the ball will be placed at the Spartan 47-yard line. It'll be on the left hash for FBD, and Hawker just got his play from his coach on the sideline. He'll go into the huddle. Give the play to his teammates, the offense. And they will have trips to the wide side of the field, one single receiver to the left side, and Hawker in the backfield. Now he's going to have a guy come and join him. Actually, they were in an A formation look, actually, so running back in the backfield to the right. Penalty flag down, but it's going to be a play. And coming forward and breaking it up was number 8, Hamilton. So number 8 for the Spartans was back there, Thane Bowen. And the ball was a little bit underthrown. It looked like he was going to get the pick, but Hamilton turned around from offense and played defense, was able to knock the ball from his hands. And so the penalty flag, they're waving it off. So I'm not sure what the line judge saw over there, but whatever the case, the white hat pulled his flag out and waved it off. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for FBD. As they break the huddle, Hawker looks like he's going to stay in the shotgun. Now he's going to go up under center. His running back is number 24, and that's Kelly. As Hawker turns around, takes a look. He's got a slot and a wide out in tight. Or the slots are in tight. The wideouts are spread out. The ball on the left hash. Snap is back. He's going to turn and hand it off. Ball's on the ground, and it looks like it's a turnover. The Spartans will end up with it, so the exchange wasn't clean. The ball fell. Kelly tried to get back on it, but it was picked up by, or fallen on by the Spartans. And so it'll be 1st down and 10 at their own 40. See where they spot the ball out there. Actually, it looks like it's going to be about on the 50. And so a timeout taken by one of the teams. Couldn't tell which one. I don't know if it was FBD or the Spartans. I didn't see the ref point either direction. But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans, down 13-0 here in the second half to FBD. And the turnover gives the Spartans a second chance here, or another chance here offensively, as they punted the ball just about 2 plays ago. So the White Hat hadn't double blown his whistle yet, but he's about to bring the teams back into play, as they're both breaking their huddles from their coaches kind of on the sideline. All right, so the Spartans back on offense. Let's see if Peyton Fuentes remains at quarterback. He does. He's got, they had too many guys on the field, it looks like. So number 33 and number 8 both leave. And they're in an A formation look. As Fuentes brings a man in motion, that's number 31. He goes around and goes forward. They don't throw the penalty flag. Fuentes runs away from traffic. Number 63 coming up. Gets by the first guy. Hamilton and 63 there to make the tackle. And that is Brock Beverly along with Hamilton. Fuentes could not escape those two guys. Both big guys for FBD. Beverly's a big kid. So a loss of about 5. It'll be 2nd down and 15 for the Spartans, back at their 44-yard line as they'll huddle up. (13-0) is our score. But the Spartans trying to make a drive here to get back within a touchdown as they break the huddle.
Get to the quarterback.
Fuentes will go up underneath center. His running back is number 17. That's Samuel Scholl. Man in motion. He's going to hand it off on an end around. Number 31 has a lot of room to run. He's being chased by Hawker, but he's down the sidelines. He's going to be knocked out of bounds finally, but boy, a big pickup on the misdirection as number 31 goes around the left side. And that young man, Brayson Ortiz, for a big first down pickup, and the Spartans are in business as they get the ball all the way down on the 30-yard line of FBD. So 1st and 10 from there, the ball placed on the left hash for the Spartans. As the center, number 23, breaks from the huddle. That's Timothy Standard. Number 2 in the backfield along with number 17. His running back is Samuel Scholl. That's Fuentes, the quarterback, takes the snap, looking to throw. Throws it out to the right side, almost picked off. Good break on the play by number 17 for the, that's Chase Palmer. The intended receiver out there, I believe, was number 31. But it does fall incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now. The ball placed in the middle of the field. As number 2 went over to the sideline, Fuentes, and got his play from his coach, quarterback Peyton Fuentes. Gets it back into the huddle, and he'll break the huddle with his team, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 30-yard line of FBD. Fuentes is going to go underneath center this time. Samuel Scholl, his running back, brings a man in motion from the left side. He fumbles the ball. He's going to try to ground that left side, gets around the first man. Breaks away from Hamilton, now cuts back inside, and he's going to be taken to the ground. Looks like maybe a 1 or 2 yard loss on the play. Actually, they're going to give him forward momentum back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Spartans as they're trying to get something going here. They're down 13-0 in the second half of the second game of the night. So the huddle broke. Fuentes will stay in the shotgun this time. Scholl will be to his left. He's got a slot and a wideout on either side. They've been bringing the guy in motion. I don't think they're going to this time. Snap is back. He's looking to throw the ball. He has to break away from traffic. He squares up his body. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man. Oh, through the hands, and it'll fall. Good effort out there by the receiver. He was wide open, but just got through his hands as he tried to adjust to the ball. So it falls incomplete, which will bring up a 4th down and 10. For the Spartans. Quarterback Fuentes did a good job. He rolled away from pressure, went to his left. He's right-handed, so he had to square up his hips. He did a good job of that and was able to loft one deep. It was all the way down to the goal line, so it was a 30-yard pass by the young man, but just went through the hands and falls incomplete. And I think that might have been number 7, De Hoyos out there, Gian De Hoyos, that the ball got through his hands. Good effort. He had to spin around to try to catch it and almost pulled it in. All right, so the quarterback takes the snap. He's going to do an end around again. This time they're waiting for it, but number 31 cuts inside of another one, but he is going to be dragged down there, gang tackled, and that will not be enough for the first down. So it'll be a turnover on downs once again. The Spartans unable to get a first down after getting a big play down to the FBD 30-yard line. So turnover on downs, the FBD offense will come back out. The Spartans defense will come back onto the field, and it'll be 1st and 10. Let's see where they put the ball down. At the 25-yard line. So he picked up 5. But not enough for the first down. Hawker goes into the huddle from the sideline with his play. Quarterback for FBD. Well, I tell you what, 63, he is tall. That's Brock Beverly, and he is a tall young man. I don't know, he might be a 6-footer out there. He's a head above everybody else on the field, playing right tackle. Slotting the wide out on either side. Hawker goes under center. Kelly is in the backfield, the running back, playing 3-back. Hawker takes a snap, rolls away from traffic. He's going to throw it down the field. It's going to be caught, and that's going to be Hamilton. He's trying to break free. Good job hanging on for dear life there. And coming out of that, the first man there for the Spartans was number 8. And that is, looking down through here, that's Thane Bowen coming up and making the tackle. He got some help. He held on. Hamilton quite a bit bigger than him, but he hit him low and just drug him. And there is a penalty flag down. It looks like it's on FBD. And I missed what the call was. I was looking down trying to find the young man on my roster. But it may be a holding because they're backing him up. Looks like 10 yards. So that'll be 1st and 20 at the 15-yard line for FBD. How much time we got left?
If I'm right, we got about 4.5.
4.5 minutes?
Yeah.
So about 4.5 minutes left. As FBD in control, winning 13-0 right now over the Spartans. They're going to come back out with Hawker under center, Kelly in the backfield. They got a slot and a wide out on either side, A formation. Snap is back, fakes the handoff. He's going to roll away from traffic and throw it down the field. It's going to be in and out of the hands of the defense. Number 31 was coming up trying to make that pick 6, and it went through his hand. Brayson Ortiz made a good break on the ball, but was unable to bring it in. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 20 now for the FBD. Breeze still blowing out of the south and southeast, and it's cooled off quite a bit with that breeze. I'm going to look at my phone and see how cool it is. I mean, it's not cold, but it's cooled off. You can tell a difference in the temperature than when we first got started this evening. So my phone is updating. Mine says it feels like 85 with the southeast wind, but boy, yours says 77. Feels cooler than that to me, but I'm sure it's right. All right, so Hawker again goes under center. Kelly in the backfield. He's got a slot and a wide on either side. Snap is back. He's going to turn, hand it off. Kelly around the left side. He'll get around the first man. Cuts back inside, still on his feet. And then he's finally taken out of bounds, close to a first down, pickup of about 18 for Kelly. Good blocking, and he made a couple of guys miss and got about 7 or 8 extra yards. Colby Kelly on the run, so that brings up a short 3rd down. Looks like 3rd and about a yard, and a timeout taken by the Spartans. How much time? 2:40 to go in the ball game. Spartans will take a timeout, try to get a stop here or a turnover. with a 3rd down and 1. FBD with 13 points, and the Spartans unable to get a touchdown at this point. So it's 13-0. If you're in the area here in Artesia or around southeast New Mexico, encourage you to go to the Eastern New Mexico State Fair and check out all the happenings there, including the various shows that are going on with the young 4-H'ers and FFA'ers showing their animals. And then there's a lot of stuff, I'm sure, in the exhibit barns as well. And of course, Gene Dow, one of the members of the train club. I think I'm saying that right, Gene. I hope I am. There's a train club, and I think he probably told me even the name of it, if there is one. He's a member, and they've done a heck of a job with that train stuff there at the Eastern New Mexico State Fair. So if you have time and you want to go check it out, I encourage you to do so. Support all the youth that are involved with their animals and their exhibits, as well as everything else going on out there, including the train club. All right, so the timeout is over. The Spartan defense back on the field. The FBD offense breaks their huddle from the sideline. And it's 3rd and short, 3rd and about a yard. They'll come back out with Hawker going under center. He's got a slot and a wideout right, or a slot on either side right off the tackle. Wideouts are spread wide. Hawker takes a snap. He's going to drop back, hand it off to Kelly. Kelly around the right side. He's going to get around number 31. He's got the 1st down and more. He's to the 40, cuts back, and then he's going to be spilled over there, but a big 1st down pickup. It was number 2, Fuentes, coming in and making that tackle, but not after a pickup of about 7, maybe 8. So 1st and 10 for FBD, and the time is clicking away here for the Spartans. 2:10 and counting. Left to go here in the second game, the doubleheader tonight. Monday Night Football, Artesia style. 5th and 6th graders playing here at the park out here at JC Park. The park at JC Park. The field at JC Park. Hawker in the shotgun. He's got Kelly to his right. Snap is back. He's looking to throw the ball. He gets away from one man. He's going to throw it deep down. It's going to be caught at about the 36-yard line. Hamilton to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, FBD. Hawker to Hamilton, and that is a score. It'll be 19-0 now. Our score, and we'll see if they line up for a 1-point conversion or a 2-point field goal, or a PAT. And I don't see a flag on the field. Is there a flag on the field? No. And I'm not sure what just happened. I guess that's the ball game. So on the field clock was a little bit faster than our clock over here. So the ball game is over. FPD gets the win. The final score 19-0 over the Spartans. So thanks for tuning in here tonight. We'll be back next Monday night, 6:30 and 7:30. Hopefully all the equipment will be here. Hopefully the time and scoreboard will be working, and all of our stuff will be working properly, and we'll start on time. But thanks for tuning in here. KSVP Radio on Facebook, KSVP TV on YouTube, KSVPTV.com. On behalf of Jeffrey Curtis and Jackie, our camera person, and then she moved down and took over, and Jeffrey went up on the lift. This is Joby Hodling saying I hope you have a great night, and we will see you Thursday night live from Santa Teresa. Bulldog football.